was like 10 maybe, I found a bunch of hippies on YouTube that did lucid dreaming videos, and I was like, there's no way that this is real. And it turns out it was real. So anyways, lucid dreaming is basically when you wake up in your dream, which is kind of cool. So the one thing that I learned from those hippies, you need to keep a dream journal. And so I started keeping a dream journal. And I mean, I had some wacky and wild dreams, and I wrote them all down. And another thing that you're supposed to do is you're supposed to do a bunch of reality checks. I know this sounds crazy. Hear me out. This is the key to having lucid dreams. So eventually I had a few lucid dreams, and most of the time I just flew around. I probably flew around about 25 times, which is the easiest way to wake yourself up and ruin everything, because basically anything that gets you excited or gives you adrenaline will wake you up. So you basically have to be like a monk if you want to not wake up from a lucid dream. But yeah, I had dozens where I was just flying around. I had one dream where I was at my grandma's house. I realized it was a dream, and I said, "I'm sorry, Grandma. I know it's a dream, so I gotta go and do fun stuff." And I flew out of the roof like Superman, and then I flew away, and I flew to a jungle. And in the jungle, there was a train, and I landed on the train, and then I turned it into a zombie fighting game. So that was cool. It was like a train. I was on the train, and it was going through the jungle. There was zombies hopping on the train. Another crazy thing about having lucid dreams is sleep paralysis. So every single time that you go to sleep, your body paralyzes itself. This is just to keep you safe, but there is some times where you wake up before your body unparalyzes itself. And this can lead to a thing called night terrors. So night terrors is basically when you wake up and you're still paralyzed, and then because you're paralyzed and you can't move, it's kind of spooky. You might get a little scared. And then when you get a little scared, you start seeing some scary stuff because you're halfway into a dream. And then some people report seeing a sleep paralysis demon. And because of that, then you're probably also going to see that, most likely, because if everybody talks about it, then it's probably more likely. Anyways, I've had that happen one time. He kind of looked like Gollum. He was an odd guy. He wasn't very scary. He was scary at first, but I realized very quickly that not only could I probably beat this guy up if I could just move, but secondly, I became lucid midway through it. So that's another perk of having lucid dreams, I guess. There's also these kind of advanced methods to getting into a lucid dream. One of them's called the wild method. So you lay there and you let your body go into sleep paralysis and go all the way into a dream, and you try to trick your body by not moving. I mean, you try to trick your brain by not moving. No, but it's very difficult. I've never done that one. There's another one called mild, which is when you wake up in the middle of the night and then you do the wild method, and it's a little bit easier, or something like that. You can also go into a lucid dream very easily if you wake up in a night terror or a sleep paralysis. I don't really know what this video's gonna be or if I'm gonna post it, but my overall conclusion is sleep paralysis, or what am I saying? Lucid dreaming. It's real and it's fun. Go fly around, maybe. I don't know what else to really do. All I do is fly around. One time I flew with wings. One time I flew like Superman. One time I flew like flapping my arms. One time I flew like with a jetpack.